just keeps getting worse for Sneako. Be honest, y'all think Sneako could ever recover like his career? Like ever recover his career? Nah, it's over. Let's be real. It's over. Deserve, no. Like every time, unironically, I'll feel bad sometimes. I'm like, damn. Like I seen a clip of like Kai and Speed ignoring him. Like just not even like he's just in their face. They just ignore him. I seen people ignoring him, and yeah, he's a weirdo. So nah, especially after the Penguins beat. That's what I'm saying, bro. You never beef with Critical. That's the last thing you ever want. Beefing with Critical, dude. I'd rather beef with anybody else in the world. All right, let's get to the video though.
Start to the year for Sneako. Like always, he's managed to find himself.
Sneako got locked up? Yo, what the f Sneako doing, bro? What thug activities was this man doing? When did this happen? This has to be photoshopped, right? Good for him.
In a bunch of controversy, and it all started on January 7th when he got into a beef with 27-year-old Mikey Musumeci. If you just go off appearances, Mikey doesn't seem very intimidating. He has that stereotypical nerdy look, and at just 5'7", 134 pounds, he's a pretty small guy. But his looks are deceiving because he's actually an
holy shit, I was not expecting that. God damn. Bro, he just like me for real. Like, y'all be thinking I'm weak as under. I really have a build like this. I don't know why people think I'm like weak as think I'm just like a nerd because I guess I wear these glasses and like I'm just wearing a headband. I just sound like, I don't know, people think I sound this way and that way. This is really just like me.
Extremely skilled and talented fighter.
It's called an Aoki lock. It's a modified heel hook, but
jiu-jitsu is for autistic people.
What I think of a master of jiu-jitsu is somebody that inspires another generation.
Jiu-jitsu, I swear, this is why I like striking. This is so...
This is a competition where you just, it's an art, and it's an art form, and I learned from the master.
He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. He shouldn't be winning.
So much credit. I did his move on him. So that's like a master to student. He's an idol of mine.
Inspired me.
It's like a master to the student. This is a leg heel lock.
Yo, I look at his chat. Hold up. Peep his chat.
Like a master to the student.
They f you up, bro.
This is a...
He would beat your ass, by the way. Even his own chat doesn't agree. Oh my god, man. This is the problem with Sneako. We're just like talk about like every random person or whatever. Say they're like this or that. And then like, bro, in reality, this dude's a like jujutsu master. Whoop the out of him. He would eat your ass, by the way, Tommy. Okay, I don't think he would do that.
A leg heel lock.
Who knows why Sneako went after him, but he does this sort of thing all the time. He probably didn't expect Mikey to respond, or he just didn't care if he did. But what he said really pissed Mikey off, and he posted a video response on Instagram.
So today I'm going to talk about bullies. Bullies are weak people that make fun of others around them to give themselves relevance and to make themselves feel good. They pick on the differences of humans, which is the most beautiful part of humans, their uniqueness. I really don't like bullies, guys. And there's this guy named Sneako.
Oh yeah, GG's. Sneako about to get his ass beat.
Making fun of me, making fun of my friend, making fun of jiu-jitsu.
Sneako built like he eats
Cheerios
Cheerios 3 times a day.
I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. Let's have an MMA fight. I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm gonna shut his mouth and I'm gonna take the bully's lunch money.
The video.
Yo. Nah, he's standing on business, bro. Standing on business. Oh my god. Come on now, I'd like to see that. Yeah, get him. Beat up the bully.
Video got millions of views, and Sneako's fans began pressuring him to respond. They wanted him to get in a cage with Musumeci and have it out, but this would only ever go one way. You see, Mikey is an American submission grappler and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt competitor. He's a 5-time world champion and Pan-American champion.
5 times? 5 times? Bruh, Sneako shouldn't even have challenged this dude as soon as he heard that. Like, even talk shit. 5-time world champion? You know how wild that is? It's not easy. Woo! I'm pretty sure they didn't do it because I would have seen that man. I remember he got whooped by like some other MMA player. I saw it. I said MMA player, MMA person or whatever. I saw it on Twitter like a while ago.
And colored belts.
Bro,
and is a 5-time IBJJF black belt world champion. He was the first American to win more than one IBJJF world title at black belt, and currently he's the flyweight submission grappling.
Oh my god, dude's an anime character. Straight up an anime character. God damn.
Champion for one championship. This guy is no joke, and needless to say, he would flatten Sneako in
shit, this is
seconds,
insane.
even with the size difference. Sneako definitely knew this,
Sneako's
but he
more
promised
built
to
than I
take up
thought,
Mikey's
though.
offer anyway under one condition.
Mikey, Musamesi, fine. I accept your offer. I will fight you in MMA under one condition, because you accused me of being a bully. I called you a Mark Zuckerberg lookalike, and I've never seen a world champion accuse somebody with no experience of being a bully. But I accept. I understand why you're upset. One condition, because I don't need the money, I'm an active income. You need to tell your sparring partner and your lookalike, Mark Zuckerberg, to have a 1-hour conversation with me about who controls the world. And then I'll...
What, bro? This is the most biggest duck I've ever seen in my life. Yes, Sneako. Mark Zuckerberg is going to take an hour, one of the richest people in the world, that created one of the biggest platforms in the world, and owns 2 of them, is going to sit down with you to talk about who controls the world. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll fight you, inshallah. I'll see you soon, Mikey. Look forward to it.
Good way to back out of it without saying no. Don't decline, but say something they can't do, or else you won't fight. This was one of the top comments on
That's the
Sneako's
most,
post,
biggest
and it's an
ducking
interesting
tactic,
point.
by the way.
Sure,
People always
Mikey has
do
a
that.
relationship with Zuckerberg and they spar together, but the chance of him convincing Zuck to sit down with Sneako was pretty much 0. So by agreeing to take the fight only under this condition, Sneako effectively said no while saving face. But going off other events we'll discuss in this video, I actually think Sneako...
Oh, this is the guy. I think his name is Sean Strickland. I saw a clip of this dude and he whooped his ass. It was bad.
was serious and that he was prepared to take the beating. Either way, Mikey was not happy with his response.
Alright, so obviously Sneako doesn't want to fight me. Adding in all these stupid stipulations he knows will never happen.
Talk to him, Mikey.
They talk and they talk, beyond the safety of their screen, or even in the bathroom, recklessly, and they never face
Own that dog.
consequences. There's so many people out there like him. My goal here was
I
to
could
stand
beat
up
Mikey,
to a
not
bully.
gonna lie. And,
Kids,
no, you couldn't.
Get
No, you couldn't.
yourself into Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu so you can learn self-defense and you don't have to deal with idiots like Sneako.
Sneako responded to this, but he didn't budge.
One condition. I'm not getting paid. You're a world champion, and this was my first time ever training. I want to speak to Mark Zuckerberg for an hour about him. Bring that part up. Don't say that's a bunch of stipulations. You spar with him. You speak to him regularly. Let me have a conversation with him. I'm going to live stream it. That's it. It's not all these stipulations. I'm not asking for weight things. I'm not asking.
Why would Mark Zuckerberg ever I'm confused. Does he genuinely think he's that important? I think Mark Zuckerberg would rather sit with somebody like Joe Rogan or who else or something like that to talk about Zionism and shit. Why would he sit down and talk with you, man?
For any clauses.
Never getting Zuck on
You're saying I want to
stream?
speak to your sparring partner, Mark Zuckerberg, live on a stream, and then I'll do MMA with you. Don't try to lie. You're gonna call me a bully. This is fair.
Ultimately, Mikey wasn't willing or able to deliver on Sneako's demands, so the fight never went ahead, and the whole saga ended there. Sneako came away from it looking pretty bad, and was even called out on the Joe Rogan Experience for being a bully. What's
Sneako
ironic
shivering
about the
out
whole
his
thing
books?
is that this entire beef started
Roots?
because Sneako said jiu-jitsu is for autistic people, and now not
Where's
even...
your Mark Zuckerberg stream, Tommy? Actually, guys, I didn't announce it, but me and Mark Zuckerberg will officially be streaming tomorrow, man. You don't have to clarify, just know I got the motion like that. Sorry, Sneako, I guess you don't got the motion like that, but I got the motion, man. I got the motion. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about what Sneako was talking about, right? Talking about Zionism, and I'm also gonna talk about him turning into a lizard as well. Him turning into a lizard and the allegations and all that. So we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. I swear to you, we're gonna get it done. Tommy, you're gonna get swallowed alive? I think I'll be good.
And 2 months after he said that, he's posting streams where he's in the gym practicing jiu-jitsu. It's impossible to take someone seriously when they flip-flop on the things they say like this, and Sneako does this all too often. From around the time his beef with Mikey started, Sneako started hitting the gym regularly. He's been training in mixed martial arts, and we've seen him sparring a fair amount. He's had numerous UFC fighters make appearances on his streams, and they've all spent time teaching him a thing or two. Most of these guys have been really friendly and helpful, but one of them not so much. Sean Strickland has a reputation for being your stereotypical tough guy. He's the type of person who will pick a fight with almost anyone, regardless of age, weight, or fight experience, and many people consider him to be a bully. He's known to go really hard in sparring, but it's unclear whether Sneako knew this before agreeing to get in the cage with him. Just before their spar, Jake Shields, another mixed martial artist, warned Sneako about Strickland.
Should I wear headgear or no? Yeah. Do you guys have headgear? Yeah. See if
that's Jake Paul.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap up. Can't leave that first round too. Oh my god. I don't think he realizes what he got himself into.
Chat, should I do headgear or no headgear?
You should do headgear.
No headgear when you're sparring an MMA fighter is ridiculous. Like, you're just asking to be knocked out at that point. As a civilian or semi-fighter or trainer, you're just asking to get knocked out.
Definitely headgear. Yeah, Strickland's not the nicest guy to spar, but whatever. It's too late now. You're already in it, so at this point, it'll be good for you to go out there and get fucking.
Let's train afterwards too, though. I mean, I'm just gonna, like...
We'll do like some cardio after.
Even though it was starting to sound like a pretty bad idea, Sneako still decided to get in there with Strickland, and he did it without headgear. For the first few minutes of the spar, Sean allowed Sneako to take shots at him while barely putting up any resistance.
What do you expect from
He kept talking to Sneako, taunting him as he ate his punches. Stood next to each other, you can see just how much of a size difference there is between them. Sneako looked like a kid in there, and Strickland was just toying with him. As the spar went on, Sean began counting down to when he would let loose.
We got 4 minutes.
Nah, that's some villain shit. Imagine like, you're like, oh, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knock him out, bro. Knock him out. That's scary, man. Yo, I can never be in a ring or like doing boxing. I'm telling y'all right now, if I ever fall off, y'all know every influencer immediately does like goes into some boxing event. On everything, I would never do that. On everything, I would never do that if I fell off. I'm not going into an influencer boxing thing to revive my career. It's not even worth it.
As we get closer to the 3 minute
gonna
mark,
become Nick Cannon's rap
you're
career.
about to feel a significant more amount of pain. They should be setting in right now that nothing you can do can hurt me. And this is a moment that as you're realizing, you're about to have a really bad fucking day in the next minute.
Holy shit. Nah, he's a villain for saying that. He said you're about to have a real bad day in the next second. Just keep punching. Keep those low, puny, pathetic punches. And then just gets knocked out, knocks him out. The nigga a villain.
It seemed like Strickland was taking some sort of sick pleasure in the whole thing, knowing full well what he was about to do.
Might have a power kick. My timbers will be shivered.
3 minutes into the spar, he completely switched up and started wailing on Sneako, throwing heavy shots that could have been seriously damaging.
Yeah, this is what I saw. Damn.
There was literally nothing Sneako could do besides try to protect himself. People kept throwing in towels, but Strickland completely ignored them, and the fight only stopped when someone jumped in to break it up. It was really surprising that Sneako didn't go down during that, because Strickland wasn't holding back. He came away with a bloody nose and some bruises, but it could have been worse. I mean, just look at this punch that landed flush on Sneako's face. Damn. Even though he took a beating, this is one of the only dramas Sneako's been involved in that he came away from looking good. People respected the fact that he stood his ground and didn't go down, even though he couldn't fight back. Strickland, on the other hand...
I wonder if he had like some beef with him. Did he know who Sneako was before? Maybe he didn't. He saw the shit he said online. He's like, yeah, f this guy.
And got a lot of criticism, but unsurprisingly, he didn't care at all.
You know, the thing about like sparring, I am not a good man. I tell you guys all the time, I make mistakes. I do things I shouldn't do. I'm not a good man. I like to hurt people. We all know this. Like,
Sneako made him look like
Goku.
Goku.
I've never hid this fact. And when you spar like these guys that want to spar, there is no respect. You haven't earned it. You haven't proved yourself. You don't deserve not to get hurt. Yeah, no.
Damn.
If Forrest didn't jump in, I would have took your life if I could have.
Yo, this man is dangerous. This man is dangerous. No, I'm scared. I'm dead ass scared. Bro's not a bad guy. He's a villain. It's more like, I mean, it kind of makes sense though, because when you're in the ring sparring, it's like, and let's say it's a random person. You're like, who the is this person? I don't care about them. It's a random person. But like, bro, you're sparring at the same time. Like, you're practicing and stuff.
Thought that Strickland
not supposed to go that hard.
He was brought up in an abusive household with an alcoholic dad who terrorized his mother, and the trauma he suffered in those early years is what made him turn to fighting.
I went through like pretty severe trauma as a kid, like pretty fucked up trauma. Where like I could sit there and joke about it, but I would always miss school because my dad would get home drunk, start drinking at like 6. He would get home at like 7, and like just be up until like 3 in the morning, just like tell my mom, tell my mom she's a whore, he's gonna kill her, like. And I'll never forget, like he would talk about like.
Why did somebody say same in the chat? Yeah, you should probably call CPS or something if your parents are currently doing this. Yeah. Probably call CPS or something, because your household needs to be checked, okay? That's not an okay thing to be happening.
like burn her face with acid. And mind you, I'm in elementary school.
Say my man.
I'm in elementary school, right? So
elementary school? Oh my God. I'm happier every day and every day. Like my parents was did bad things. I was about to say my parents were bad. No, they weren't bad. My parents obviously did some wild shit, but not at the extent of this.
So that's a lot of responsibility then you feel probably just to like take care of your mom.
Oh yeah. No, he'd always tell her that like if you cheat on me, and she probably was cheating on him. If you cheat on me, I'm gonna like cut you up and put you in a bottle of acid and bury you. I remember like laying in bed. Like I remember I stopped believing in God, man. Like fucking, like I had fucking yeah, it's crazy shit, dude. Crazy shit, man.
At this point in the conversation, it all got too overwhelming for Strickland, and he sat quietly, sobbing for a while. He then went on to share how he used to be so anxious because of everything going on that he would obsessively scratch his gums to the point that they would gush blood, and he still has a hole in them to this day. He wanted out of the life he was living so bad that he considered the unthinkable.
I mean, I remember like, you know, like you don't even know what it is when you're a kid. When you're really talking about suicide, like being a little kid, like laying in bed, like just...
Thinking of that as a kid, I didn't even know what that was until like maybe 7th or 8th grade. I didn't even know what it is. I was just like, damn, people do that? Like, why though? Like why? That doesn't even make any sense. Why would you ever do that?
Like, man, I'm done with this shit. You know, like, there can't be a God. When I talk about like, oh, I'd kill a man, it's like, you don't understand, dude. Like, you go through that level of trauma.
I went from
like,
not liking him to feeling bad for him.
If it wasn't fighting, bro, I'd be in jail. Like, it's not like to have like, you don't understand. Like, I truly have a deep down urge to kill somebody. Like, I can't. It doesn't go away.
Oh, well, you know, I'm just reacting to this video, man. I mean, you wouldn't do it to me, right? You wouldn't do it to me, man. I'm just reacting to this video. You know, if you ever walked past me in the street, you wouldn't do it to me. I have a nice face. I think I have people tell me I have a, you know, a pretty nice face. Even a feminine face, they tell me that sometimes. You wouldn't do it to me, right? I'm scared. Now I'm scared. If I ever see this dude in real life, I'm scared. Nah, me too, but I'm the devil himself, so it's valid. Okay.
This context, it's a lot easier to understand.
Someone set a match up for Tommy. Do not set up a match. Do not set up a match, please.
Sneako like that. Still, it doesn't excuse what he did, but Sneako seems to have taken it on the chin.
I kind of feel bad for him, like, because I can tell that he's very few fighters are fighting because they enjoy hurting people. But there's a phrase like hurt people. The guy clearly has a troubled past, and he's doing it because he genuinely, like, he wants to draw blood on people. Like, he wants to get revenge for stuff that's happened. And I kind of feel bad for that because I know
But my question is, did he know what Sneako was saying and he just didn't like him? Like, I'm trying to figure that out.
Most fighters, they do it for the respect. Like guys like Habib, for example,
already
or Islam,
in his IG
the Muslim fighters, they do it for
match.
like the honor, for the respect, and like to fulfill their father's prophecies in order to show how great Dagestani and Islamic culture is. They do it for the honor of it. This dude is just like comes from a troubled past and just wants to hurt people. And so there's like different justifications for why.
Even though the spar between Sneako and Strickland got a lot more coverage, he actually came away worse off when he had a spar with Bradley Martyn a few months earlier. Unlike Strickland, Bradley has little to no fight.
Holy shit, bro. This man Bradley Martyn is like, bro, this physique is ridiculous. My thing is, when you get a physique like this, how do you even upkeep this? You imagine, I mean, his life is, I mean, he does this for content and stuff, so he can. But like regular people that do this stuff, I'm like, how do you keep this physique? You're working like a regular job or something. You're working like a regular job. Steroids? I don't think it's steroids. I don't know. I mean, because I'm pretty sure he's been lifting. He's been doing this shit for like 15 or 20 years or something. I could never get this big. Just the upkeep would just be too much.
Experience,
Jojo
he is
build.
260 pounds, which makes him a giant compared to Sneako.
God,
one day, while they were training in Bradley's gym, they decided to have a spar. Sneako didn't protect himself with headgear during this fight either, but he also didn't wear a mouthguard, which he did when sparring Strickland. As you can expect, he didn't put up much of a fight, and Bradley landed a lot of punches straight to his face.
Yeah, I don't even know why you would spar a man double your size. I'm never doing this. I would never do this. Bradley saw if you should punch him. Oh my god. Dude, this is just like, this is so wild. Do you see, like, his arm? It's like literally double the size of Sneako's arm. Manslaughter? Oh. Damn.
It's funny that Bradley managed to knock Sneako down when Strickland couldn't. They continued for a bit longer before calling it quits, and it was only then that Sneako realized he'd chipped his tooth.
Bro, you chipped my tooth, Brad. Oh, really? Yeah.
Where'd it go?
I spit it out mid-fight.
Oh, hell no.
As well as a chip,
like
he also got a cut on his eyebrow. It's pretty clear Sneako needs to be more careful with who he chooses to spar with.
Like, why out of all people, you're fighting these two dudes? These dudes are f***ing units. Like, why not fight? Why doesn't he fight like Neon or something? Like somebody like more of his stature and size. Why is he fighting these people? These dudes would be like, they would be like Roman gods in Roman times.
Fighting guys double your size who want to hurt you is never going to end well, especially when you don't take precautions by wearing protective gear. So from Mikey embarrassing him to Strickland beating him up, 2024 hasn't gotten off to a good start for Sneako, but it gets worse. Everyone knows that Sneako is a controversial character. He's permanently banned from YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok because of the many things he said online. And now he exclusively posts his content to Rumble. It's been over a year since he joined Rumble, and ever since, he's been extremely active on the platform. On February 9th, he attended a power slap event.
Oh my. Yeah, this is the last thing I'm ever doing in my life. Wait, chat, how much money would it take for y'all to get a slap like this to the face? A slap like this to the face from this dude. I be seeing these slapping competitions. I'm like, how do people do this? 10 mil, 100, $1, $1 billion, at least 900K, 10 mil. Rest in peace. Like, you can see the vibration on the face. Why even enter these type of competitions, man?
They were hosting, along with many other big streamers and influencers. He streamed the whole thing, and some parts were pretty hard to watch. While he was in the lobby before he entered the event,
oh my god, I saw this on Twitter. No, this is so embarrassing. I could never look at the camera again.
Speed and Kai Cenat showed up. Sneako noticed them, and it looked like he was waiting to greet them, but they ended up walking straight past and didn't acknowledge him at all. It even seemed like Speed was mocking him when he turned around looking left to right. From the look on his face.
Bro, like, it has to be on purpose, man. This has to be a degrading kick or something. It has to be on purpose. Like, they avoided your ass like an NPC, dog. You were avoided like you were like you didn't exist. They're like, oh yeah, what's up, man? What's good, man? What's good, man? Oh yeah, what's up, man? What's good, man? What's good, man? They literally just ignored your ass. That's embarrassing. That's where the villain arc starts.
You could tell this got to Sneako.
And I'm 99% sure Kai knows Sneako. I'm pretty sure he knows Sneako.
Mention it and just went into the event.
He was
in the VIP section, and there were many other big names around. So after spending a bit of time watching the contest, he began networking. At one point, he stopped to watch a guy perform a magic trick, and it was then, less than 40 minutes after he got in there, that security asked him to leave. He was escorted out of the VIP section, while all the other influencers, most of which don't even stream on Rumble, were allowed to stay. It's unclear why he got the boot, but throughout the rest of the stream, he was either—
Damn, yo, there's nobody in that crowd. I'll be mad. I'll be mad as fuck. Oh my god. Imagine all like your friends are in one area and they're just like, no, you can't be here.
Complaining about that, or asking people why Kai, Speed,
redemption arc is the only way out.
Can I ask you a question, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Why do you think there's this overall vibe of a lot of like industry people, they don't f with me? What is that? And you must know.
I mean,
like, there's no way he unironically asked these questions. Like, why do you think? When you're saying the most wildest shit ever, like, bro, you're saying the most wildest shit ever. Of course, they're not gonna like want to associate with you because, you know, maybe they want to work with certain people and stuff, certain brands or whatever, and different things. Like, maybe they want to upkeep their image, right? Because as soon as you associate with somebody like Sneako, like, that's it, bro. That's it for you.
I don't know. I'm not really sure, bro. I think
average high school boys lunch table.
For it. I'm not quite sure. You know, I think you take shots at people, and when you take shots at people, obviously they're gonna mark that in their mental.
A lot of people that I don't take shots at.
I don't know. But also, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people too that just don't want to be with somebody who's having conversations about the shit you're having conversations about.
It's true Sneako doesn't do himself any favors by always criticizing people and getting into beef. And the fact
this man is turning red here. What was he talking about? And I love how somebody said echo chamber. What is he talking about?
Hot button topics like the ongoing wars really puts people off.
Sneako should just get a redemption arc and do a 180.
About things like that or have debates on it. And who can blame them? At the end of the day, they're entertainers, not political commentators. But Sneako can't seem to decide which he is.
You know the dumbest shit, I gotta be honest with you, is the fact that genocide is controversial. Like, being against genocide is controversial. Saying free Palestine, saying that what's happening right now, people getting bombed during the Super Bowl.
Who said that's controversial? I mean, I guess because it's a political thing, but I've seen a ton of influencers say like free Palestine, repost shit about free Palestine. Nobody's saying it's controversial. I'm pretty sure like 99% of people on Gen Z are saying free Palestine because everybody sees, yes, it's a genocide, bro. But like the thing is, nobody wants to get into that political side and shit because some people just want to like do their thing. Wow, like it's not like every celebrity's jumping to like a political reason and stuff like that. A political thing. Like nothing's about to happen.
While Taylor Swift is chugging a beer
everything's a debate now.
For your entertainment,
Tommy's too political. My bad,
out
guys.
of the Gaza Strip into another village just to bomb them even more, and saying that's wrong, saying children dying, saying genocide is wrong, is controversial. That's the fucked up part about this industry. That all these people need to be like, I don't know, buy Prime. Insanity.
These are important things to bring attention to, but if people choose not to talk about it, you can't crucify them for it. Sneako comes across like he thinks he's better than guys like Kai and Speed because he talks.
And the crazy thing is, bro, I've been seeing Speed say like free Palestine too, so like I'm kind of lost. Okay, that's valid, not gonna lie.
About this stuff.
They try to lump me in with these other
Nobody
influencers.
says genocide is controversial.
Right now, I am not like these other niggas, man. I am not like one of these other influencers. I'm not that.
Sneako like literally uses his black heart to a T, bro. This man, he's not black. No, his like mom or dad is black or something like that. You can't even tell though. Like you can't even tell. If Sneako goes into the hood and says nigga, then I don't think the hood would that. This man is this nigga's Filipino and black. This man is holding on to that like I gotta find that one meme. This is how much he's holding on to that black heart, man. It's barely there. You
know, like, hey, here's the influencers. They put me on the other side, and I'm the one streaming on Rumble every day. But they put these guys, Kai and Speed. They walk out the red carpet for them. I get it. They're not a brand risk. They're they're jumping around. They're dancing. They're not gonna speak about anything that is gonna cause a problem.
Even though he tries to hammer home the point that he's not like these other
Speed has talked about it too.
It's undermined by the fact that
the problem is streaming on Rumble
from them.
Kai, when you got accused of when last year, New Year's Eve, when they tried to accuse you of grape, who was there on stream defending you while everybody else was silent? While everybody else was like, what? I immediately defended you because I know that they try to do that to successful men. As soon as you get to the next path in life, they try to bring up some false allegations, and I defended you, Kai. And then you walk right in front of me. Aiden, same thing. When you got canceled, these people were not your friends. They only
hear this
when it's
nigga go
for them. This whole influencer.
I mean, even for the people that, what's it called? Like, let's say they don't say anything about, like, some allegations or whatever. It's because, like, you gotta wait for the facts. That's the thing. Like, for me, whenever, like, some allegations come out about somebody, right? I'm always like, all right, let me wait for the facts, wait for everything. I'm not just gonna, like, let's say it's a victim. I'm not just gonna accuse the victim of being false immediately. But I'm gonna have to wait for the facts to come out and stuff like that. I'm gonna see what goes on, right? That's the problem with the internet, because people are either like super just like, oh, 24/7 believe the victim. Like somebody could just immediately come out, say some shit, give no evidence, nothing, and it's just true. Or then there's other people that are like, no, it's absolutely false at all times. Like, no, people just don't think on the internet. But yeah, it's really just, some people just want to wait, you know? Some people wait, and then when it comes out, like the Kai shit was 100% false. The girl was like, I don't know, bro. The girl was, it was like his friend or something. It was some weird shit.
Shit is like high school times 10. It's all the giant popularity.
I'm the only nice guy.
There's no loyalty whatsoever. They smile and do a little dance and bark, but none of them actually even like each other.
What I find funny about Sneako is that when he's out in public at these events, he comes across as mild-mannered and approachable.
That's why I don't use Twitter.
But when he's in the comfort of his own home behind his screen, he becomes a totally different person, shouting down the microphone and pointing the finger at people. Given he always does this, he can't be surprised when people stop wanting to be around him.
Do you Sneako? No. Truth. Elaborate or no? There's no reason to. Okay.
That can't be very nice to hear. Even though
I thought they were friends.
We're stacking L's at the moment.
He was literally just in a club with him.
Doom and gloom. Despite being banned from most major streaming platforms, he's still being talked about all the time. So ultimately, he's succeeding at the one thing that's most important in the social media game: staying relevant.
He does stay relevant, but it's like it's like a kink thing. Every time you see, tell me if I'm wrong. No, every time you see a headline of Sneako, it's like some shit of him getting it publicly embarrassed, him just saying something absolutely stupid or something like that. Some with the Matrix, bro. Everything's the Matrix. It's like that's the only time you've been seeing him. That's not the best way to have like a fan base or ever to just be relevant. That's the worst way. You got to keep doing dumb stuff or just being in the news for something dumb. For real, it's never good. Anyways, man, that was an amazing video, man. It's a good channel. I like that. But yeah, man, Sneako, if you're watching this, man, I guess I don't know, you're gonna say I'm controlled or I work for the Matrix or some shit, but it's just a reaction video, man. Relax. But anyways, if you're watching this on the tube, join the Discord.